Guy, and today I have in front of me the Sports Collectors Digest. Sports Collectors Digest, September 25, volume 54. This is a good magazine excerpt I'm digging out. Special report about the scam artist, about what happened. We all know exactly what happened, but inside this book, this goes into details in regards to. Besides that, we have. Let's see here. Talks about the hobby scandal. Also talks about. There's an excerpt on Pulse in this. Talks about cash is king at card shows. We deal mainly in cash. Obviously, I do, anyways. What was I going to show? I want to talk specifically about the Pulse products that are coming out. It says Pulse trading cards enter the hobby with an autograph heavy sets, cheaper options for collectors. If anyone has bought any of a Pulse product, I would recommend it. Highly recommend it. If you have the chance to buy any Pulse products, I would recommend it, simply put, because it's cheaper to buy and get an autograph. You've seen exactly what happened with me when I bought a Pulse product and I opened up the box and I got a Skeens autograph. It's a highly recognized product to get an autograph in a top-notch player. That's what I gather at for Pulse products. Pulse products are not only cheaper, but the material is just fantastic. What else is in this magazine? It talks about, if you ever looked at Sports Collectors Digest, there's a lot of advertisements for stuff. You can get a whole bunch of stuff in this magazine. It's a great magazine to order or to buy, to look at. They got card shows in the area, all around the states. You also have talks about former Red Sox Shea Hellenbrand has a special message for professional athletes signing autographs for fans is a gift. He goes on to say specifically that with the cost of autographs nowadays, it's to give a free autograph out, it's considered a gift. SCD, your first card appeared in 1996 when you were the Lowell Spinners, and your actual rookie cards were in 99 with a bunch of products such as Bowman Chrome, and some Upper Deck stuff. Do you remember the first time you saw yourself on a trading card? Yeah, that was a great question. I do remember the Lowell Spinners. Just came in from the junior college when I was a kid. So basically, they're looking at autographs as not only from a gift standpoint, they were rare back in the day. And now autographs are just flooding the market. I mean, that's my manner of opinion. It's kind of like Grading. I mean, matter of opinion, to grade or not to grade. Somebody was talking on eBay that he's making more money selling raw cards versus selling graded cards because of the whole implications of how you clean your card, you prep your card, and you grade your card. Now I know it's not the same as a full auto in person. Um, this magazine talks about the implications of what that how can I say it? The gentleman that rocked the sports world with the grades, what can I say? The criminal enterprise, longtime sports memorabilia amidst fraud, forgery, and police raid uncovers scandal that rocks the hobby. Literally, what's my word do I want to use? Our hobby was rocked by forgery and grades. And to get an in-person grade autograph, in my opinion, is worth more than said, hi, how are you doing? I have in front of me September 25 Sports Collector Digest, and I'm just going over the implications of what happened in the hobby with that criminal enterprise. That gentleman that did the Facebook manifesto basically admitted to Lemieux admitted to millions in forgery and autographs and memorabilia, and it's quite a stir. I also went into message. This magazine goes into the Pulse products that just come out. If anyone's familiar with Pulse products are a new brand of card. It's going to shake the foundation of our hobby as we know it. I mean, if you've seen my first live video of what I did with the Skeens autograph, yeah, they're a cheaper product to buy than Panini. I'm not mocking the different types of products that's out there. I think it's cheaper to buy a Pulse product versus other products. The higher upper chrome products are expensive. You know, if you're looking to get an autograph and you're gunning for a particular player, you're gunning for a particular team, you're looking at cheap products. It's just our hobby is so expensive that I look from a standpoint when I buy my product, I don't go over $150 if I can afford to. It's just it to me, the prospect of if you're going to buy a card that's a high end card, you're going to buy a single versus, you know, your autograph, taking a chance. I don't go over $150 on a box. If I was to buy a box, I mean, I know that I'm guaranteed a particular hit of an autograph if I buy it as a single versus buying it in a box. You're just taking a chance. You're doing a lotto pick. And this Lemieux character that did this whole thing with the autographs and the memorabilia and just ripped off everyone in forgery. They said that the hobby is going to be, it's not going to be the same for a number of years. And there's going to be a lot of people buying autographs and memorabilia that's quite frankly forged, and they don't know it. And it's just sad. Now, from a grading standpoint, if you grade a card but you don't grade the autograph, the authenticity of that card doesn't stand up to a whole grade of the card plus the grade of the autograph. That's how I look at things. And from a grading standpoint of a card, you have to prep your card. I'll have to show how I kind of grade card, or how I prep my cards to grade in a later video. You got to be very careful on your cards, your dings, and your around the corner and the edges, and you have to actually size your card to the centering and stuff. Also, you taking accountability of affordability when it comes to grading. My Pizza, I'm saying hi to you, and Brian, I'm saying hi to you too. You want to take into consideration all those factors. But this whole article about the criminal enterprise of the side of the hobby that we don't want to talk about, but it's there, and you're talking about the angles of, Pulse products now coming into the market. They're going to be a little bit cheaper for us to buy versus other products. And you take into consideration, grading from a grading standpoint. Back in the day, grading was, I used the word gift, but grading was free almost, to the standpoint where collectors and hobbyists would get a card that was signed by a particular player, and that player remembers signing autographs for free, versus now it's just so expensive that to get a card graded, from a higher standpoint of higher players that played in the years past, like a Jeter autograph or a Pujols autograph. It was just cheaper back in the day. That's really all I got to say. And also, I wanted to say, this magazine is good stuff. If you buy Sports Collectors Digest, you'll enjoy it from a reader standpoint. And that's all I got to say. Also, watch baseball. Number one. Number two, hobbies should be coming out in 3 weeks. I have 2 card shows coming up in this month in CNY. I also will be. I've been putting a lot of stuff on eBay, so I have about almost 1,500 cards. I've been messing around with that, trying to do it, along with my back is kind of messed up, so I've been trying to keep busy and trying to actually work on my hobby while my back is bothering me, which is kind of difficult. That's all I got to say. I'll be doing another magazine, and I'll be doing a few more cards, and then a few cards, ripping open cards, and I will be going over that set again, pulling out a few cards to show what is in that set that I just did. We'll talk about that. I have another set, and I got something in the mail that just come in, so we'll do that at a later time. But as always, thank you for your time. Keep collecting those stars, rookies, inserts, autos, parallels, inserts. There should be some good inserts in that basketball Topps 25 that just come out. I was looking at YouTube. It should be should be a good. I mean, I don't really particularly collect baseball set or bat. I collect baseball, but I don't collect basketball sets. But I might collect the insert that just come out, the parallel that they have. I might buy a few singles from that. It's good stuff that's just come out. That's really I just covered a bunch of topics, but mainly the focal point of this video is basically autographs, the shakeup of the autographs from the SCD, the Pulse products, your backbone of autographs back in the day was cheaper to buy an autograph, or get an autograph for free versus now. And your whole transparency of the Pulse products taking what are they going to do in the hobby right now? How are they going to standpoint from Panini versus Topps? What are you going to do in the hobby? Are you going to grade more versus raw? Mr. Pizza? Brian? Are you going to it's just I was looking at something on YouTube with someone said that he's selling more raw cards on eBay versus that are raw versus graded. That's all I got to say, really. We will touch base about the set, and I'll open something else just come in the mail, and I got a that I want to talk about, and we'll go from there. Thank you for your time.